I'm back at Huntington Harbor. Let's go. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm AT from AT Fishing, and we are back here in Huntington Harbor. It's been, I don't think I've fished it this year yet, so this is the first time coming out in 2025, and it's already the beginning of June. So I don't know what to expect today. I am launching to a high tide. The tide topped out like maybe 20 minutes ago or so, and the water is really stained. So I don't know what to expect today, actually. So thanks for coming along, and stay tuned. That is the first one of the day right there. Not a big one, but it takes the skunk off. Little guy, little fat dude, salad bass. But hey, skunk is off. Look at how chunky that dude is, man. Oh man. And that was on the underspin. Alright guys, the skunk is off. Let's keep her going. That feels like a good one there. That is a good one here. That is a legal bass right there, man. That's for sure, but that is on the underspin with the badfish baits, swim bait. It's a good one there, man. That is a legal bass for sure. At least it looks like a legal bass. That dude is fat, man. Dude is a chunk. No, actually, he's 13 3/4. I'm gonna measure the ones that are over 13. So this is just barely under 14 if you look at the little wisp of the tail. Alright, so I'm gonna call that one 13 3/4. Look at how fat that dude is. It's a chunk, man. Feels pretty good. Little guy. down, dude. Tore up my bait. These little dudes, man. Alright. It's another one. Third fish of the morning, I think. Yeah, third one in the morning. Alright, let me change out the baits and we'll keep her going. I didn't even know it was on. Oh man, it's a little sandbass. Okay, dude. Okay. Little tiny sandbass. Feels like a good one anyways. It's another sand bass. Damn. I guess this is the sand bass section of the harbor. Little sand bass. Tiny sand bass. Not tiny, but probably about 12 inches or so. Right there, that's pretty long. And that was on the neck breaker. Yeah, that looks like a legal bass, man. That's pretty long and lean. Yep, that is 14 14 1/4. That is the first legal bass of the day right there. And my second measurable fish. So that's 14 1/4 right there. All right. Finally got a legal bass here. It's actually been a little minute since I caught anything. Actually, he has a pretty big gut, man. See ya. All right, and that fish was on the neck breaker with the MC swim bait. It's a pretty good little combo, man. Let's keep her going. Little guy. Okay, I'll take him. Bites on it, but haven't hooked anything until now. Little guy though, but dude, all these guys are fat, man. Good one. That feels like a good one there. Oh yeah, that's a big spotty. That is a big spotty. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big spotty, man. That's the one. Damn, that's a big spotty, man. That is a legal spotty for sure. And that is on the war blade. Damn, this dude is strong. It's on the war blade. The only thing is that I changed out the blade. I put a little bit smaller blade on it. I put a number 3 willow leaf, and where they normally come with a number 4. Yeah, dude, that is for sure. That's a legal bass right there. Top of the tail touches the 14 1/2. So. Top of the tail touches the 14 1/2. Yeah, it does. The bottom of the tail almost touches it. So that is 2 legal bass today. there, man. That's a good one right there, man. That's a big freaking spotty. See if I can get this one in. Shit, yeah. That's a good spotty right there, man. That is big fish of the day, without a doubt. Woo. Damn, dude, that is a big, big spotty right here. Holy crap. Man, this dude is strong. Okay, dude, I got you. That is a big spotty right there, man. And again, that's on the war blade. Look at that dude, man. That's a good one right there, man. Shit. That's the one right there. That's big fish of the day, without a doubt. That one is 15 and a half. You can see it right there. That is 15 and a half. The top of the tail touches goes over the half. Actually, it touches the 3/4, but we'll just call it a half. All right, man. That's a big fish of the day right there for sure. All right, sweetheart. Thank you for playing. So that one will help with the score. And again, that is on the war blade. And I actually dropped the size of the willow blade on this one, because they were short striking it, and so I said, you know what, let me go ahead and put a smaller blade on there, a little bit smaller profile, and you know, sure enough, it's paying off. So let's keep her going. Sandbass. All right, guys, so I called it a day right there on that one fish, on that little sandy. It turned out to be actually a pretty good day. I hadn't fished Huntington since like late November of last year, and it's now June, so it's been a while. I had a pretty good day. It was a fun day. I ended up with about 11 fish total, 3 sandbass and the rest were spotties. I did end up with the limit, so it was a 15 and a half. It was a 14 and a half, a 14 and a quarter, a 13 and 3/4, and to complete the limit, I threw in one of the 12 inchers So that brings me, if I'm correct in my calculation, that brings me up to a 70 inch limit, which is a basically a legal spotty limit. So, anyways, overall it was a pretty good day, and look forward to getting back out on the water again, probably sometime next week. So look for a video next week. In the meantime, thank you for coming along again, and please like, share, subscribe, and until next time, tight lines.